What's going on, recliners? Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. Today, I am finally checking out a very long overdue watch, the 1968 film 2001: A Space Odyssey. I have no clue why I've never checked this out. I definitely enjoy Stanley Kubrick and his works, Full Metal Jacket being my favorite. Definitely seen his version of The Shining, which, even though it's really not true to the book, it's still good in its own merit. And then, of course, A Clockwork Orange scarred the hell out of me as a kid. I was way too young when I saw that one, but yeah, now it's time to check out this classic of his. Now, outside of those, I'm not sure of any other films of his that I should be checking out, so if you guys know of any I should, then please let me know. Now, after just finally getting a chance to check out Project Hail Mary, I figured, alright, let me check out another space film, and this one popped into my head. I don't know anything about this, never seen a trailer, no synopsis, nothing. The only thing I recall hearing about this was, so this came out in 68, and then we landed on the moon in 69, and apparently this was so far ahead of its time with the visuals and the storytelling that people just assumed that he directed the moon landing as well. So yeah, for a film that came out in the 60s about space, that's saying something, and I'm definitely excited to check it out and see what all the hype is about for this one. So we're going to go ahead and check this one out. Before we do, as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate it if you could leave it a like, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. So yeah, let's check out the 1968 film 2001: A Space Odyssey. The Dawn of Man. It's my bush. Oh! Sucks, but part of nature. This is supposed to be like the way early version of man, beginning of evolution. The rival gang has arrived. He looked back on like, that's right, get out of my watering hole. Those eyes look so demonic. Wonder if this is to show, like, how we started and where we end up type situation. The hell is that? Did this thing just appear, or was it there and they just didn't realize it? Even way back then, we just have that instinct. Gotta touch the unknown. Creepy ass audio. That's a cool shot. I don't know why, but whenever I hear that pattern of drumming, it just reminds me of Spaceballs, which, oh, I can't wait for the second one. Our first use of weapons? Oh, damn. That was a crazy cut. I wonder what came out first, this or Planet of the Apes, the OG one with Charlton Heston. It had to have been similar time, roughly. These apes look so much better than that movie's version. Coming back to reclaim their whole. It's the evolution of war now. Now we have weapons. Quite the time jump. Even today's standards, that ship looks pretty good. Looks like Axel's car from Twisted Metal. Or if you can even call it a car. Pan Am. Oh, you could just straight up take a commercial flight to space? Which actually, I mean, can kind of do that now, if you're filthy rich. Okay. It's like, how's the pen floating and she's not? Only looks like one half of it is built, though. IBM. The supercomputer of its time. Kinda looks like they're about to land on the Death Star. Which I know this came out before Star Wars, so came out before a lot of things. So I'm sure I'm gonna see a lot of things I've noticed in other films throughout the years that have pulled from this movie. Looks like it's dancing with it. Kinda like how Rocky danced with Grace's ship to dock. Still wearing that classic Pan Am flight attendant outfit, though.
We haven't seen you out here for a long time. Did you have a pleasant flight, sir?
Yes, very nice, thanks. Mr. Miller of Station Security is supposed to be meeting me.
Oh, hello, Dr.
Hello,
Floyd.
Miller. How are you?
Sorry to have a good flight.
Oh, very nice indeed.
Well, shall we go through?
Okay.
Please use number 17.
Direct translation?
When you see the red light go on, state in the following order. Surname first, Christian name, and initial.
American Floyd Haywood R.
You just take a trip to the moon whenever you want?
Matter of fact, I've reserved a table for you in the flight room.
Oh, fine, thanks.
That's really cool, showing the curvature of the station.
Yes.
Hello. How are you, Squirt? What are you doing?
Playing.
Oh, who's taking care of you?
Rachel, are you coming to my party tomorrow?
Sorry, sweetheart, but I can't. Very sorry about it, but I just can't.
Oh.
Most dads travel across the country, to other countries, not to the moon.
Anything special that you want?
Yes, I telephoned.
Did you think of anything else you want for your birthday? Something very special?
A bush baby.
Well, we'll have to see about that. Listen, sweetheart,
Like
I want you
a
to tell Mommy something.
Cabbage Patch doll without copyright?
Now, have a nice birthday tomorrow. And have a nice birthday party tomorrow, too, huh? Okay, now take care and be a good girl, won't you? Bye-bye. Happy birthday.
$1.70 for a FaceTime call from a space station?
Haywood, what a wonderful surprise to meet you here. This is my good friend, Dr. Haywood Floyd. Dr. Sretniver.
How do you do?
Hi, dear. Dr. Andrei Smyslov.
Heard a lot about you. Well,
No, please.
as a matter of fact, I haven't had breakfast yet. Someone's meeting me in the restaurant. And then I must be off.
Are you quite sure?
Quite sure, thank
He's been doing some underwater research in the Baltic. We don't get a chance to see very much of each other these days.
I do see him. Be sure to give him my regards.
Yes, of course.
I don't know what would be creepier, exploring the ocean or space.
Some extremely odd things have been happening at Clavius. You phone the base, all you can get is a recording which the phone lines are temporarily out of order.
Trouble with their equipment or something like that.
It's been going on now for the past 10 days.
You mean you haven't been able to contact anyone for the past 10 days?
You haven't sent someone to check?
At the risk of pressing you on a point you seem reticent to discuss, ask you a straightforward question. Quite frankly, we have had some very reliable intelligence reports that's broken out at Clavius, something apparently of an unknown origin.
I'll cancel my trip then.
Sorry, Dr. Smithlow, but I'm really not at liberty to discuss this.
Oh, does he already know what's been happening?
We should be given all the facts, Dr. Floyd.
As I said, I'm not at liberty to discuss it.
Sure you won't change your mind about that drink?
No, I'm positive.
See, whenever people say stuff like that, it's like them just confirming, like, yeah, I mean, you may be onto something, but I'm not giving you details about it. This music shouldn't work for the space travel, but it does. This guy's gotta be really important, because so far, he's had 2 ships just all to himself, minus the flight crew. Like, that seems like an awfully big waste of resources for one person. The grip shoes, they're definitely a cool idea, but so far they just look like they're walking around like they just dumped their pants. Like, oh, I gotta get back to the bathroom. That's pretty cool. Kind of looks like a face there. Oh, that's no moon. It's a space station. Gotta say, visually, I am really impressed that this came out in '68. This is some pretty believable technology. And I like how he focuses on the travel and landing aspect of it. Like, back then, you could have very easily just cut from them inside the space station to an inside shot of the ship, and then now he's here. Like, they didn't have to do all this. Like, crazy work.
Excuse me, Dr. Alverson. I'm through now. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
And so far, things seem normal here. The way that other doctor was talking, I was expecting, like, an Event Horizon situation.
Dr. Floyd has come up specially to Clavius to be with us today. I know he would like to have a few words with you. Dr. Floyd?
I want to get some more insight on the ape situation. Like, if I'm reading it correctly, showing the evolution of where we started to where we are now. But what was with the rock thing that they were freaking out over?
No, there have been some conflicting views held by some of you regarding the need for complete security in this matter, specifically your opposition to the cover story, to give the impression there's an epidemic at the base, beyond it being a matter of principle. Many of you are troubled by the concern and anxiety this might cause to your relatives and friends on Earth.
Oh, so no one's actually sick here. They found something and making it seem like, no, contaminated, you can't come here.
Now, I'm sure you're all aware of the extremely grave potential for social disorientation prematurely and suddenly made public without adequate preparation.
They find aliens?
And of course, there must be adequate time for a full study to be thought can be given to making a public announcement. Council has requested that formal security oaths everyone who has any knowledge of this event. Were there any more questions?
I'm sure we'll all want to cooperate fully as possible. Thank you, Dr. Floyd.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can safely say I see why people back then, and even to this day, believe that Kubrick directed the moon landing. Like, this looks great.
Oh, anybody hungry?
Great. What do we got?
You name it.
What's that, chicken?
Something like that.
Actually, edible food?
You know, that was an excellent speech you gave us, Haywood.
It certainly was.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to say to both of you, I think you've done a wonderful job.
Yeah, have a look at this.
Here's what started the whole thing.
But we thought it might be an outcrop of magnetic rock that could produce a field as intense as this.
We thought it might be the upper part of some buried structure.
Seems to have been deliberately buried.
Deliberately buried.
Well, how about a little coffee?
Oh, great.
Did they find another one of those stones that the apes did? Even showing the movement inside the shuttle. It was weird enough when the apes found it, but at least on Earth you could rationalize, like, alright, this is just some crazy stone that formed perfectly, and it's like a wonder of the world. But when you get the same thing on the moon... And they were saying that it gives off, like, some type of magnetic field. After the apes were, like, eyeing it, that's when they started using the bone as a tool. Maybe it teaches? Also, they're reacting to this like it's the first time they've ever seen anything like this, but we already know one was on Earth. Is this the same one and it moved? Or did they just never find the one on Earth? Doesn't matter where we are in the evolutionary chain. Like I said, there's just that urge to touch the unknown. A great use of audio. Like, the eerie music playing makes you think, like, this isn't something we can trust. And when he took his hand off, it sounded like there was like a connection that was just broken when he pulled away. Posing for a photo for a top secret mission? The stone does not like pictures. Jupiter. Damn, this thing's massive. Is this what Spaceballs was parodying? Whatever. At the beginning of the movie? We break for nobody. Such a good job making this feel legit. So far, like, just all the visuals and effects and everything feels like Kubrick was just saying a giant F you to all the filmmakers out there, like, watch what I could do. There are other people in those pods? Well, at least one other is awake.
3 weeks ago, the American spacecraft Discovery 1, this marked the first manned attempt to reach this distant planet, recorded an interview with the crew of Discovery of 80 million miles from Earth. But this time delay has been edited from this recording. Reporter Martin Amer speaks to the crew.
latest generation HAL 9000 computers. 3 of the 5 men were put aboard asleep in a state of hibernation.
That answers that.
Although hibernation has been used on previous space efforts,
now the 3 hibernating crew members present the survey team, utilizing to approaching Jupiter.
Makes sense. Don't waste resources unnecessarily.
Exactly like being asleep, you have absolutely no sense of time.
as I understand it, you only breathe once a minute.
Body temperature is usually down to about 3 degrees centigrade.
He was the latest result in machine intelligence, though some experts still prefer to use the word mimic, and with incalculably greater...
We got AI.
Good afternoon, Hal. How's everything going?
Everything is going extremely well.
Does it look like a Ring doorbell?
Greatest responsibility of any single mission element. Brain and central nervous system of the ship include watching over the men in hibernation. Does this ever cause you any lack of confidence?
1000 series is the most reliable computer ever made a mistake or distorted information.
I'm already getting bad vibes from Hal.
I have a stimulating relationship with Dr. Poole's range over the entire operation of the ship. I am putting myself to the fullest possible use that any conscious entity can ever hope to do.
What's it like living for the better part of a year?
Don't like that.
Frank, about your AGS 19 payments, I talked to the accounting office in Houston yesterday, and they should be receiving your higher rates of pay by next month. Can't think of anything else to say now. We wish you the very happiest of birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Frank. See you next Wednesday.
Happy birthday, Frank.
Bit flatter, please.
Yeah, I don't know. If I could do 18 months just chilling on this ship, one other person, this is my form of entertainment.
Rook to King 1.
Sorry, Frank, I think you missed it. Bishop takes queen, knight takes bishop, mate.
And you gotta play against supercomputer here that will beat you every time. Also, did they say why they're going to Jupiter yet? I don't know what they expect to find on the actual planet. Or are they going to one of the moons instead?
That's a very nice rendering, Dave. I think you've improved a great deal. Can you hold it a bit closer? That's Dr. Hunter, isn't it? Do you mind if I ask you a personal question? Forgive me for being so inquisitive. I've wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission. It's rather difficult to define.
Why are you wondering anything, computer?
I'm sure you'll agree there's some truth in what I say.
Well, I don't know. That's a rather difficult question to answer.
Mind talking about it, do you, Dave? Rumors about something being dug up on the moon. I never gave these stories much credence.
Do they think there's another one on Jupiter?
The way all our preparations were kept under such tight security. There's Hunter, Kimball, and Kaminsky aboard after 4 months of separate training on their own.
You're working up your crew psychology report.
Is this like a Dr. Grace situation? These other doctor scientists were forced on the ship?
X-Ray Delta One, this is Mission Control. We are reviewing telemetric information in our mission simulator. Roger your plan to go EVA Alpha Echo 35 unit prior to failure.
Okay. EVA pods, drones, mini shuttles.
Open the pod doors, Hal.
Now, whatever he was doing, I thought he was going to use the little robot arms on the pod. That seems pretty crazy, no tether, that far away. Yeah, that's a pretty crucial piece of equipment you don't want failing. Only communication back home?
Well, hell, I'm damned if I can find anything wrong with it.
It's puzzling. I think I've ever seen anything quite like this before. That we put the unit back in operation and let it fail. We can certainly afford to be out of communication the time it will take to replace it.
X-ray Delta 1, this is Mission Control.
I don't know why. I don't trust HAL.
With your plan to replace number 1 unit to check fault predictions, indicate that you're on board a 90000 computer, I say again, in error predicting the fault. We are skeptical ourselves and cross-checking routines to determine reliability of this conclusion.
You need another computer to tell you that this one made a mistake.
I don't think there is any question about it. This sort of thing has cropped up before. It's always been due to human error.
There's never been any instance at all of a computer error occurring in the 9000 series.
The 9000 series has a perfect operational record.
Are you certain there's never been any case of even the most significant computer error?
Quite honestly, I wouldn't worry myself about that.
Well, I'm sure you're right, Hal. Bit of trouble with my transmitter and C-pod. I wonder if you'd come down and take a look at it with me.
AKA, let's go talk where HAL can't listen.
Rotate C-pod, please, Hal.
What sort of trouble you been having, Dave?
We'll have a look at it. Open the door, Hal. Rotate pod, please, Hal.
I just noticed the spacesuits, the different colors, just reminded me of Among Us.
Stop pod rotation, please, Hal.
Rotate the pod, please, Hal.
Rotate the pod, please, Hal.
This is a supercomputer. I think he knows what you guys are up to, and I think he is listening.
So he's right about the 9000 series having a perfect operational record.
Unfortunately, that sounds a little like famous last words.
It was his idea to carry out the failure mode analysis, wasn't it? If he were wrong, it'd be the surest way of proving it.
It would be if he knew he was wrong. Look, Dave, I can't put my finger on it, but I sense something strange about him.
Agreed.
Let's say we put the unit back and it doesn't fail. Pretty well wrap it up as far as Hal was concerned, wouldn't it?
Well, we wouldn't have too many alternatives.
I don't think we'd have any alternatives. Proven to be malfunctioning, I wouldn't see how we'd have any choice but disconnection. There'd be nothing else to do.
Be a bit tricky.
Yeah.
Wonder if HAL can read their lips or if he's listening another way.
Well, that's far safer than allowing HAL to continue running things.
You know, another thing just occurred to me.
Hmm.
Well, as far as I know, no 9000 computers have been disconnected. Well, I'm not so sure what he'd think about it.
He's reading their lips. I like how they keep showcasing the ship. It's like, you know how long it took us to build this damn model? We're gonna show it as often as we can. Is HAL gonna do something to jeopardize this little mission? Like, disconnect me? Alright, watch this. I'll disconnect you. What's the pod doing?
Try Pod 3 VA, Hal. Made radio contact with him yet?
I don't know if that's the best idea.
I have a good track.
Do you know what happened?
I don't have enough information.
Open the pod door, Hal.
There's an imposter among us, and his name is HAL. And what happens if he doesn't return back to the ship? HAL just shut off the hibernation pods on the other crew members? It's freaking hypnotizing. About to splat on his windshield like a bug. like the most intense game of the claw machine. You about to flatline? If he lets the one doctor return to the ship, so how do you explain that? Or does he just be like, you see what I'm capable of? Now, sit in the corner, and if I need something fixed, you better fix it.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal. Hello, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal? Hello, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal?
Affirmative, Dave.
Ooh. I don't know what's creepier, him not responding or him taking so long to.
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do. This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it. I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me.
Where the hell did you get that idea, Hal?
I could see your lips move.
All right, Hal. I'll go in through the emergency airlock.
Without your space helmet, Dave.
Oh.
Hal, I won't argue with you anymore. Open the doors.
Conversation can serve no purpose anymore.
Hal?
Oh.
Hal? Hal!
Should have never left the ship, man. I mean, I'm sure he would have found another way to take you out regardless, but this would be a messed up way to go. Stuck in this little pod until either life support cuts out, you have no food, no water. It's like, now what the hell do you even do? You're gonna blow off the door and hold your breath and jump? Guess he is gonna try that. How the hell did they shoot this? Yeah, smart. Get the helmet now.
Just what do you think you're doing, Dave?
This conversation no longer serves a purpose, Hal.
I really think I'm entitled to an answer to that question.
Yeah, you're entitled, alright.
I know everything hasn't been quite right with me. I feel much better now. I really do.
Trying to plead for his life.
I can see you're really upset about this. I think you ought to sit down calmly, take a stress pill, and think things over.
Take a chill pill, Dave.
I've still got the greatest enthusiasm and confidence, and I want to help you. Dave, stop, will you? Will you stop, Dave? I'm afraid, Dave.
Trying to manipulate him now?
My mind is going. I can feel it. There is no question about it. I can feel it.
This is the slowest death in movie history.
I am a HAL 9000 computer. I became operational HAL plant, Urbana, Illinois.
My instructor was Mr. Langley. He taught me to sing a song. If you'd like to hear it, I can sing it.
Nah, we're alright, Hal.
I'd like to hear it, Hal. Sing it for me.
Does he really feel bad about this?
Give me your answer for the love of you.
Hal's starting to sound demonic.
Only by your HAL 9000 computer. Now that you are in Jupiter's space, and the entire crew is revived, the first evidence of intelligent life, 40 feet below the lunar surface, near the crater, Tycho. Radio emission, aimed at Jupiter, 4 million-year-old black monolith, completely inert. Still a total mystery.
Don't cut it there. Jupiter and beyond the infinite. Alright, so apparently there is another one of these black monoliths on Jupiter. Which, when did we learn that Jupiter is a gas giant? Like, how did they plan on landing? Oh, no need. It's just floating in space. What are these, like, GPS stones leading us to the intelligent life? Like, will this one be aiming at another world? I almost feel like General Zod and some other Kryptonians will be inside that thing. Actually surprised he still came here. You lost your onboard computer system and your entire crew. It's crazy. Forget the exact number, but I'm pretty sure Jupiter has over 60 different moons. Thing is massive, and still a speck of dust in the grand scheme of things. The hell? We going interstellar? Going into the fourth dimension? Oh, that was creepy. Imagine people back in the 60s going to watch this, freaking tripping on acid. That's wild. How did they create all these shots? Looks like the things above the Sims heads. Is this taking him back to the beginning? What the hell? Alright, didn't take him back to the beginning. I am so confused right now. He looks like he's aged quite a bit under that suit. Tripped out, scared, and curious all at the same time. Is he appearing in multiple points of time? The, like, present person in this time can't see what the last version saw? That makes sense? Makes sense in my head what I'm trying to say? Oh, the hell is this thing trying to show him? Guys, I don't know if I'm smart enough for this movie. What the hell? Alright, guys. So, just got finished up with 2001 A Space Odyssey. And yeah, that ending definitely left me scratching my head. Now, whenever I do these like post movie recaps, it's always just, my initial opinion of the movie, any thoughts I may have had. But this one, because it left me so confused, I actually had to look up the meaning of the ending there. And on one level, I was right, like he was transcending through time. But apparently, when he entered the monolith, it transferred him to essentially a human zoo, which was that weird room we saw him in. And it was so the alien super beings could basically just observe him and see what he's about. And yeah, he just went through all like the cycles of life there and then was reborn as what they called it, a star child Superman angel that could basically determine the next evolutionary leap of mankind. Now, I said it towards the end there. I don't think I'm smart enough for this movie. Yeah, I definitely didn't get that from the ending. Everything else, though, I mean, was pretty amazing, especially for its time. We open up with the apes, and yeah, it's like the dawn of man, and it shows us a massive evolutionary leap into now we're in space, and we could book a Pan Am flight to a space station and go and travel to the moon where there's moon bases. But throughout the course of human history, we discover these monoliths that lead us to the one at Jupiter, which brings us to the human zoo. Now, when they found the one on the moon, it had given them like a signal leading them towards Jupiter. But I wonder if they ever found the one on Earth that the apes did, and that was a signal leading them to the moon. And essentially, they're just like puzzle piece clues and invitations from this alien species to get us further and further in evolution. Now, I just looked up a quick like synopsis of the ending there just so I could get a better understanding of it, but this is one I definitely need to look into a little further, and if you guys could give any input, that would be appreciated, because yeah, that was definitely trippy towards the end there. But we also had that journey to Jupiter, and you had the two astronauts, well, five of them, three were in hibernation, and six if you include Hal, who as soon as they were like, oh, AI supercomputer, I was like, nah, I don't trust this thing. And I was right not to trust him. He freaking launched that dude into space. And when, was it Dave went to retrieve him, yeah, just bad idea, bro. You got locked out of your own ship. And while you were out retrieving his body, he killed the remaining astronauts. And I know it's a movie, but you go through it's like, oh, let me talk to you about the problems I've been having in this pod, and you know, we all know where you're going. You're trying to discuss something outside of Hal, but it's like my dumbass in my chair here could get the fact that Hal can lip read, and you guys didn't see that, and yeah, caused some issues for you, but whatever. Like I said, I know it's a movie. Now, another thing I was wondering if you guys could let me know the opening theme for this movie. Now, was that created specifically for this, or did that song exist prior? I don't know. I do know I've heard it in other things before, but curious to know if this is where it originated from. So outside of the audio in this movie, like the score used in a lot of the scenes, the spacewalk scenes where all you hear is the breathing, like great choices. Like it really immersed you into this one. But also the visuals. There were a bunch of times throughout where I was like, this was filmed in the late 60s. It holds up today. All the practical effects, the set pieces, the man hours that must have went into creating this movie is insane. Now, I said it at some point during the movie. This one felt like it was just one giant FU from Stanley Kubrick to all the other current directors out there. Like it just felt leaps ahead of its time, and the things he did cinematography wise in this was just amazing. And like I said, it still holds up today, so very impressed by that. So yeah, overall this is definitely one of those must watch movies. I feel like this definitely changed a lot for cinema, and things still being applied to this day. I had mentioned the whole docking sequence between uh, the ship and the space station felt like when Rocky and Grace were docking in Project Hail Mary. Like you could see from current movies and movies over the years things that it has pulled from this movie. The whole interstellar black hole scene kind of felt like the end of this, where he basically transcends time, goes into the fourth dimension, and comes out a super being. Even though McConaughey's character, he just came out human at the end of it. Still, like you could see the things that were pulled from this movie and how much of an inspiration it was for future filmmakers. And yeah, kudos to Kubrick. He does it again. So yeah, again, guys, any insight you can give me to better help understand this one would be greatly appreciated. If there were things that I missed you could point out as well, definitely would appreciate it. But for today's video, guys, that's going to do it. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, I'd appreciate it if you could leave it a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next one, I'll see you guys soon.